We have 50 plus AMCs. We have more than 2,000 schemes right now as we speak. But still the mutual fund penetration in Indian household is around 7%. What do you think is Choice doing differently? Usually the first time investors, they are a lot excited about blue chips because that is the safest bet also.
Blue chip as a theme does not mean that returns are guaranteed.
When Nifty is near its bottom, we see SIP stoppages at peak. An outperforming stock of Nifty Next 50 will be getting replaced by a low-performing stock of Nifty 50.
Nifty Next 50 valuation now has become second lowest to COVID in this correction phase.
If I'm a first-time investor, how should I see Nifty 50 versus Nifty Next 50?
Somewhere as an Indian, हमारी टेंडेंसी है कि हम फिक्स डिपॉजिट वाला कंफर्ट खोजते हैं और रिटर्न हमें इक्विटी वाला चाहिए, तो ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं है.
Joining us today is Mr. Manish Jain, the Deputy CEO of Choice Mutual Fund, an engineering mind turned financial strategist who brings a unique perspective to the world of asset management. Well, in this conversation, we will be discussing passive funds and specifically if the Nifty Next 50 index fund deserves a share of your portfolio in this headline-driven market of 2026. Welcome to Investing with FYERS, Manish.
Thanks. It's my pleasure.
So, your journey has been quite interesting. आपने engineering background से start करा and then you switched to finance leadership. What was that one biggest adjustment you had to do in order to, for this whole transition?
Before I answer your question, let me ask one question. What's 1 plus 1?
2.
And 2 plus 2?
4.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how maths or engineering works. But when it comes to the finance or stock market, 2 plus 2 can be 6 or 2 plus 2 could be minus 3. And why I say so? Because a stock price, while you might like to calculate and arrive at a particular price, may not reflect your calculation. A lot depends on what's the flow, what's the emotion, what's the market mood. So that's frankly a very big adjustment for an engineer who is doing precise calculation, maybe up to the 2 decimal. So from precision to the probability, that was a very big shift for me coming from an engineering background.
Okay. Speaking of market moods, abhi market is, in a tricky position we are right now. A lot is happening. There's war escalations. And then we are also seeing Nifty correcting up to 9% as we speak. So, and in view of this, Choice is coming up with Nifty Next 50 index fund. So my question is A, why this time? And B, why this fund?
So why this time? I think for the index fund, frankly, there is no right or wrong time. The reason is the index fund, or we call it passive funds, that's gaining popularity any which ways.
Yes.
And we believe it's easier to build trust. It's easy to understand for the first-time investors, also for the mass household, also for the repeat investors.
Yes.
It's easy to explain the fluctuation in the return. And secondly, the Nifty 50 club is for those stocks which have kind of proved themselves and they have entered into that VIP club.
Yes.
And Nifty Next 50 is a race where these stocks are hustling and trying to reach to that VIP club. So there is a potential in those stocks that they have a tendency to give slightly higher returns. And yes, I mean, in that process, it will be more volatile. And I think more than 40 stocks have already migrated in last 18, 20 years from Nifty Next 50 to Nifty 50. So Nifty Next 50 is all about the journey and Nifty 50 is about the destination.
Yes.
So Nifty Next 50 is you enjoy that journey, you enjoy that higher return.
Yes.
And Nifty 50 is where the leaders will take a rest. I mean, not the rest, but you reach
Yes.
To that kind of position. So that's how I will put at it. And incidentally, Nifty Next 50 valuation now has become second lowest to COVID in this correction phase. So, from that perspective, it makes more sense from the valuation perspective.
Now, that's a good data point because, there is also a data which suggests every time when Nifty is near its bottom, we see SIP stoppages at peak.
Right.
And we are seeing massive correction right now. So do you think this is a good time to invest in, let's say, an index fund like this?
So, hota kya hai ki, and this is very unfortunate, I would say, that we always see that SIP stoppages peak and when market is about to make bottom in 1 to 2 months. And then by the time you restart, market has already done a very good recovery.
Yes.
And the first 20-30% recovery is very fast. So, yes, there is a kind of correlation कि आपके SIP stoppage peak हुए, इंडेक्स ने बॉटम बनाया और उसके बाद इंडेक्स ने एक फास्ट रिकवरी दी.
Yes.
We have looked at it during the COVID and post COVID also. There also had been 2-3 incidences when this has happened. So yes, this problem which you have pointed is absolutely correct.
Yeah. I have another question. अभी आपने जैसे बोला निफ्टी नेक्स्ट 50 से ग्रेजुएट होके स्टॉक निफ्टी 50 में जाते हैं, which is true also. But the concern is कि an outperforming stock of Nifty Next 50 will be getting replaced by a low performing stock of Nifty 50. Eternal and Tata Motors, for instance. So as an investor, my concern is कि okay, मेरे index fund से एक outperforming stock दूसरे में चला गया.
Okay.
How should I see this?
आप IPL देखते हो?
Yes.
ठीक है. आपने एक प्लेयर चूज किया. That player probably wasn't really a very well performing player, but आपने उसके parameters देखे and you thought कि he or she is a good player. और उसके बाद फिर वो player ने काफी अच्छा perform किया. So that player became a star.
Yes.
And so would you celebrate that player's stardom or not?
Of course.
You will celebrate,
Yes.
right? So similarly, आपने निफ्टी नेक्स्ट 50 का स्टॉक है, वो निफ्टी 50 में माइग्रेट हो रहा है. सो वो सेम जर्नी है कि एक स्टॉक आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया जो कि नेक्स्ट 50 के अंदर आया और वो स्टार बन के निफ्टी 50 के अंदर चला गया. सो इफ पीपल फ्रॉम बेंगलोर नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपने एक स्टार्टअप में इन्वेस्ट किया और उसका आईपीओ आ गया और आपने उस आईपीओ के बाद उसमें से एग्जिट ले लिया. So I think rather being sad about कि मैंने IPO में वो स्टॉक निकाल दिया, आप तो खुश होंगे कि मैंने उस स्टॉक में इतना रिटर्न कमाया. So I think this is how we should look at it.
Okay.
कि एक स्टॉक स्टार बना और उसने अपनी जर्नी कंप्लीट करके as I said earlier अपने डेस्टिनेशन पर वो पहुंच गया. और फिर जो प्रोसेस है निफ्टी नेक्स्ट 50 का वो एक कन्वेयर बेल्ट की तरह चल रहा है. उसमें हिडन जेम्स आते जा रहे हैं और एक ऑटोमेटेड प्रोसेस है जिसकी वजह से आप उन जेम्स को पिकअप करके उस इंडेक्स में ऐड करते जा रहे हैं और उस इंडेक्स में से कुछ फर्दर जेम्स निकलेंगे जो शिफ्ट होके निफ्टी 50 इंडेक्स में चले जाएंगे. सो ये जो रीबैलेंसिंग हो रही है, इट्स नॉट रियली अ बग, इट्स अ वेरी वेल डिफाइंड प्रोसेस. So I would say कि let's enjoy the process, let's enjoy the journey and let's enjoy those returns.
Yes. Okay. एक और question है कि usually the first time investors they are a lot excited about blue chips because that is the safest bet also. But then we see names like HDFC जिसने 5 सालों में about 3% returns दिए हैं, which is even less than its own interest, right? So when we talk about blue chips and when we see such returns, how should an investor look at these stocks?
Blue chip as a theme does not mean that returns are guaranteed.
Yes.
एक स्टॉक ब्लू चिप बन गया है तो उसने वो अपना हसल बसल देख लिया है, उसने जो मेहनत करनी थी रिटर्न जनरेट करने के लिए वो कर चुका है and that's why it has come at a blue chip level.
Yes.
I'm not saying कि ब्लू चिप रिटर्न नहीं देगा, बट ब्लू चिप रिटर्न देगा ही ये गारंटी नहीं है. सो व्हेन वी से कि ब्लू चिप स्टॉक में इन्वेस्ट कर देंगे और हमको गारंटीड रिटर्न मिलना चाहिए, आई थिंक दैट इज द मिथ व्हिच नीड्स टू बी busted. In your mind there is a safety aspect कि ये बड़ा स्टॉक है, ये अब एक हाउस होल्ड नेम हो गया है, तो हम इसमें इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, इसमें हमको रिटर्न मिलेगा. सो आई थिंक बिकॉज ऑफ दिस थॉट प्रोसेस वी ट्राई टू एसोसिएट विद दीज नेम्स. एंड बट अगर आपने रिटर्न लेना है, you have to go beyond these names.
Yes.
And that's where again coming back to your earlier question, Nifty Next 50. उसके जो stocks हैं वो शायद less known हैं. I am saying in general.
Yes.
उनकी शायद research भी कम होगी in general. So, you know, and they might have more potential to give returns. So, and names like, let us say, Titan, Bajaj or HDFC have spent considerable time in Next 50 before they migrated to Nifty 50 and then they became popular. So ठीक है, blue chip में आप invest करना चाहते हो, आप कर सकते हो, but then I think the return may lie somewhere away from the blue chip universe, and you might like to keep your eyes and ears open towards that.
Makes sense. So let's say if I'm a first-time investor, how should I see Nifty 50 versus Nifty Next 50?
Nifty Next 50 is capturing those themes which are not available in Nifty 50.
Yes.
Right? So let us say Nifty 50 is heavy towards banking, is heavy towards IT. Nifty Next 50 has exposure to consumption, specialty chemicals, then beverages, infrastructure, defense, power, realty. And surprisingly, I think Nifty 50 does not have any exposure to realty. So now, let us say, if I want to make investment into what India is representing going forward, so then Nifty Next 50 is what I should be looking at, because some of these sectors represent the aspiration where India is moving. But at the same time, if I want to still have an exposure, I like banking, I like IT, I like, let us say, traditional sectors.
Yes.
Then you have Nifty 50 as an index available. So it's up to you that what's your preference. And an investor who wants to combine both the themes, then you combine both the indexes when you are making your investment choice.
Okay, makes sense. Having said that, it has sectors which are part of New India theme, right? तो एक investor का क्या investment horizon रहना चाहिए when they are investing in this fund?
I would say that somewhere as an Indian, हमारी tendency है कि हम fixed deposit वाला comfort खोजते हैं और return हमें equity वाला चाहिए. तो ये तो possible नहीं है.
Yes.
तो 1-2 साल या 3 साल में तो वो return नहीं आएगा. तो अगर 1-2-3 साल में return चाहिए तो I think FD या और जो उस टाइप के इंस्ट्रूमेंट हैं उसमें वो सेफ्टी, कंफर्ट एंड रिटर्न वाली थीम बैठ जाएगी आपकी. आपने अगर इंडेक्स इन्वेस्टिंग करनी है या मार्केट में आना है तो आई थिंक एक पूरी साइकिल तो आपको देखनी पड़ेगी. बिकॉज अभी काफ़ी लोग होंगे जिन्होंने 2 साल पहले इन्वेस्टमेंट चालू किया होगा या SIP चालू की होगी. मे बी देयर पोर्टफोलियो इज नॉट लुकिंग गुड, बट इफ़ यू आर एबल टू सस्टेन दिस पीरियड, एंड हिस्टोरिकली वी हैव सीन कि ये जो 6-8 महीने का पीरियड होता है जिसमें इस तरीके की वोलेटिलिटी आती है, एंड इफ यू आर एबल टू रिमेन योरसेल्फ इन्वेस्टेड इन दिस पीरियड, you will come out with decent return. So this is the time to stay put and play a long cycle. I think maybe at least allow your portfolio to handle one full cycle, and then see that when the next bullish cycle comes, how your portfolio looks like.
So while preparing for this conversation, we were doing our own research, and even NFO document में it was mentioned कि अगर आप 12 लाख रुपीस इन्वेस्ट करोगे, ओवर 10 year ग्रोथ उसकी 26 लाख रुपीस होगी. Having said that, do you think this will work for anyone with any shorter investment horizon, shorter than 10 years?
Again, going back to the previous conversation, if somebody is coming in market for shorter duration, then I think there are other avenues available where somebody can seek return in shorter duration. If, as an investor, you are looking for an equity market, look at it for long term. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult that, let us say, in 2-3 years, returns are not visible to you and you are not comfortable. You make an exit, then you re-enter at somewhere higher valuation, and the returns are not matching your expectation or not matching the normal market return which you would have received had you stayed put, then it becomes a big challenge for that investor. और फिर दिमाग में वही ख्याल आता है कि अरे इतना तो मुझे एफडी में ही मिल जाता है या बॉन्ड्स में मिल जाता है या डिबेंचर्स में मिल जाता है. तो अगर आप इक्विटी मार्केट में आ रहे हैं तो शॉर्ट टर्म रिटर्न के लिए मत आइए. देन आई थिंक put your focus on some other instruments. Now, coming to your statistics, simply put, time is the best compounder.
Yes.
Let's take an example. If I do my calculation correct, somebody is starting at the age of 25, investing 5,000 rupees per month for 10 years and allow it to remain invested. Maybe in 25 years or so, they will be able to have good 1.7 CR kind of portfolio. Just 5,000 rupees for 10 years. Allow it to remain invested for another 15 years. You stop investing that 5,000 rupees. That's the kind of number you can look at. Look at the power of compounding and power of time, right? Vis-a-vis another investor who starts 10 years later but keeps investing for 15 years. The value of that portfolio would be far less vis-a-vis this number.
Yes.
That answers the question that even if the amount is small, and if I give it a proper time, then I can have a big portfolio. So that's why one should not look at short duration in the equity market. Because a small contribution over a long period of time can give you the wonder of compounding.
Yes. We speak a lot about compounding, and I'm sure the awareness about investment has increased. But if we look at the data, we have 50 plus AMCs. We have more than 2,000 schemes right now as we speak. But still the mutual fund penetration in Indian household is around 7%. What do you think is Choice doing differently to increase retail participation?
That's actually a very interesting observation and a very interesting point you have brought into the topic. So you are right. I mean, problem penetration की है.
हाँ.
कि आपके पास अगर इतनी सारी स्कीम्स हैं और इतनी AMCs हैं तो पेनिट्रेशन क्यों नहीं बढ़ रहा है? सो आपको रीच बढ़ानी होगी और जब एक बार आप इन्वेस्टर के पास पहुंचते हैं तो उन इन्वेस्टर को कन्वर्ट करना होगा.
राइट.
और जब वो कन्वर्ट होते हैं तो यू नीड टू गिव देम द ट्रस्ट फैक्टर कि योर सजेशंस आफ्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग देयर फाइनेंशियल प्रोफाइल, their goals, what are we recommending to them? And then next time when you call them, will they really pick up your call?
Yes.
So if we are not able to build that kind of trust with them, the penetration will still remain low. So for it to work, you need to think that you are not selling only the financial schemes. You also have to take care of the guardrails.
Yes.
See, India is becoming equity ambitious. There would be many first-time investors. बहुत सारे mass households भी होंगे, कुछ repeat investors भी होंगे. लोगों का equity exposure बढ़ता जा रहा है. अब जब ऐसा time आता है और उसमें जब corrections आते हैं तो their confidence is shaken. Now the challenge is that it's very easy and normal to have the confidence shaken during these times. But आपने उनको कौन सी स्कीम्स दी, आपने उनके फाइनेंशियल प्रोफाइल को समझा, एंड आर यू एबल टू होल्ड देयर हैंड्स ड्यूरिंग दिस टफ टाइम? इफ यू आर एबल टू डू ऑल दिस थिंग्स, आई थिंक योर पेनिट्रेशन प्रॉब्लम विल स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग slowly. And Choice has a great distribution network pan India. So I think we will be able to reach out to many repeat investors as well as first time investors. And with this awareness and with this understanding, we want to increase the penetration.
Okay, that is interesting. Now, you are coming up with a passive fund, right? And my question is, there are many myths about passive funds. Can you address a few of them?
I mean, first of all, when we say passive, it's passive for whom? Let's talk about, say, Nifty 50 or Nifty Next 50. Every now and then, based on the criteria, इसकी rebalancing होती रहती है. So, आज जो Nifty 50 में, Nifty Next 50 में stocks हैं, they are very different what the index was, let us say, 2-3 years back. So, from that perspective, is it passive? I don't think so. As an AMC, we keep running our processes. We keep running our investments and redemptions as and when it comes from the investors. So are we sitting passively? We are also not sitting passively.
Yes.
We are very active on this investment. Now, the angle of passive comes that a discretion of fund manager is taken away. It's passive only from that perspective. Now, as an investor, you are also active, right? If your SIP is active, if your lump sum amount or investments are active in that, you are an active investor in that scheme.
Yes.
The passiveness is that if an index gets rebalanced in a particular proportion, if you have to buy these stocks, you just follow that rule book. You are not applying your mind कि मुझे इस सेक्टर में ज़्यादा एक्सपोजर लेना है या इस स्टॉक में ज़्यादा एक्सपोजर लेना है या मुझे लगता है कि अभी ये स्टॉक में प्रॉफिट बुकिंग कर लेना चाहिए, नए स्टॉक खरीद लेने चाहिए. आई थिंक ऑल दैट डिस्क्रिशन इज टेकन अवे व्हेन द इंडेक्स इन्वेस्टिंग is happening at the AMC level. I think that's the only passiveness. Rest everything is very active.
Yes. Next we have our rapid fire round and I'll ask a couple of questions and I want you to answer whatever comes to your mind first.
Sure.
Cool. So SIP versus lump sum, especially in market situation like this.
Continue with SIP and at this valuation made lump sum as well.
Nifty 50 as a satellite or a core portfolio holding?
Nifty 50 as core.
Nifty Next 50 as a satellite or a core portfolio holding?
I'll take Next 50 also in the core.
How many index funds are too many index funds for a retail investor?
I think anything more than 3-4.
Volatility, a tax to be paid or an opportunity to be timed?
Both.
In one line, why choice Nifty Next 50 for a first-time investor in 2026?
Given the kind of valuation you have right now,
yes,
and this is the best bet you can get.
Okay. Yes, these are the questions. Thanks again, Mr. Manish, for joining in and taking time out and talking to FYERS.
Thanks. The pleasure was mine.
Thank you. Well, that's a wrap on Understanding Markets with Mr. Manish Jain. If you like this conversation, subscribe and turn on the bell notification to not miss any such insightful conversations. We are coming up with some interesting names as a part of this series, so stay tuned.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.